Hello friends, and welcome to our replay viewers. My name is Gannon Carr, and I am a intuitive life coach, a healer, and a midwife of the spirit. I am here to be of service to others so they can help give birth to their dreams. And this is the view from my front porch. This is the front porch Periscope. Betty, the spiritual closet, or as Sarah Ballard likes to call it, the woo-woo closet. Not the kind of coming out of the closet, or that's fine too. Welcome everybody. Thanks for being here. I know that there are many of us over time, maybe not so much now, that it's we hesitate. Thank you. About coming out of our spiritual closet, so to speak, very open about our spirituality, particularly if it's something that may not be mainstream wherever you live. I live in a beautiful area of the country, but hi Julie, but it is in a lot of ways can be very love you too. It's going to be very I don't know, kind of, I don't want to say closed-minded, just very conservative by a lot of people. So to say what I do, and, you know, intuitive life coach, maybe that's not so bad. But I'll tell you how my experience began. A few years ago when I began to learn Reiki and was attuned to Reiki, which is not all that unusual, so I had no problem telling people I was a Reiki practitioner, although sometimes people, oh, thank you, thanks, they have a little hard time understanding that. But, you know, a little explanation about energy work, it became a little easier for them to get. But after my Reiki 2 attunement, I developed the ability, or I guess I should say I relearned the ability, because I think we all have gifts, to see past lives. So I began to see my own past lives as well as past lives on people I was doing treatments on. First it was my family. So that kind of stunned me, if you will. I wasn't expecting it, but it was pretty cool. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in North Carolina, in the mountains of North Carolina, Julie. And it was just really, it took me aback. So it was funny. I shared it with my family, and they were, you know, fairly open-minded. And my husband cracked me up because he would always tell people, oh, you need to let my wife work on you. I'm sure you do. I love Texas. Actually, my husband and I are looking to move to Texas in a couple of years after our youngest graduates. How, Juliana, how are you? So anyway, back to that. I just told him, I said, it's fine for you to tell, outside of Austin, actually, near New Braunfels, so close enough, yeah, in the hill country. And so I told him, I said, you can tell people about Reiki, but for God's sake, do not go around here and tell people that I see past lives, because, oh, awesome, I love Dripping Springs, it's beautiful. I don't want people coming up our driveway with torches and pitchforks. I know that's a poor joke, but some people around here just wouldn't get it, wouldn't understand. Hi from Hawaii. So, you know, I think what it is, and maybe you all can agree, love the fire, is we often are frightened or suspicious. Oh, it is beautiful there, of what we don't understand. So I'm not criticizing the people who might be afraid of it. They just don't understand it, and that's okay, because I have always been a spiritual seeker my whole life. I've been interested in past lives, crystals, you know, energy work, you name it. I've read about it. So once it started happening to me, I was like, this is freaking awesome. But I still can't say that I share that information with everybody. Obviously, I'm doing it here on Periscope. I do it on Facebook, etc. But to go out in town where I live, it's a small town, I don't go around and say, oh, yeah, you understand. I don't go around, hey, everybody, I can see past lives. I can do past lives healings. They'd probably be like, what the fuck are you talking about, you crazy woman? So it's just, sometimes I think we hesitate because we want to, thank you for all the beautiful hearts. We want to be accepted. We want to be loved. Exactly. But it's so we hesitate on saying something that might turn people off, that might have them looking at us in a weird way. But the longer oh yeah, I understand Austin not so much, but I know some other parts of Texas can be that way. We just have to get to a point where we're okay with being ourselves, embracing our inner woo-woo, or as Sarah Ballard says at Thrive with Sarah. If you don't follow her, please do, here on Periscope. She's awesome. Coming out of the woo-woo closet. We can do it in stages. Like I said, I do it in stages. I can't just go out there broadcasting my woo-woo to the world, but I'm becoming a little more comfortable with it. A lot of times we'll say, I don't care what other people think. I don't give a shit. Deep down, I think we do. The broom closet, awesome. We do care what other people think. That's okay. I'm highly sensitive, empathic, so I do care what other people think. The point is, don't let what other people think stop you. Yes, hasn't it been a tremendous just breakthrough, I think, for so many of us? Oh, chocolate hearts, yum. Just don't let what other people... Hi, Max. It's good to see you. Don't let anything stop you. It's okay if people think you're a little odd. Not everybody's going to think we're their cup of tea. We all have different taste in music and books and movies. There's different healers. There's different coaches for all of us. Not everything's going to resonate with us. That's cool. That's what our world is about, is to be open and embrace whatever resonates with us, whatever zings, whatever makes us light up. And it's not the same for everybody, so I can't criticize everybody. My only thing I do that makes me sad is when people who don't understand think that people who do energy work or do intuitive work, whether they do psychic readings or mediumship or past life work, a lot of people will say, yay, chocolate hearts, awesome, will think, ugh, that's from the devil. I don't buy into that, and it makes me sad that people think that, because to me, these are divine gifts. We are given these gifts. Yeah, totally don't like that. We are all born gifted. I think at a certain point in our lives, most of us have blocked that. Sometimes it happens to us growing up. You're a child. You might have an imaginary friend. I think maybe it wasn't an imaginary friend. But there comes a time, your parents or other kids are like, grow up, whatever. Move on. And so it's very rare for us to grow up in a family that encourages that. Yeah. Not really. I don't think of the devil per se like that. I just think that there are people that will do that. I think that there can be negative energy, dark energy, but I think there are a lot of people that, because it's all they know, whether it's Christianity or another religion, they just think of anything outside the norm as being evil, and that is not divine or from God. I totally disagree. But to each his own. Love the heart. Oh, and by the way, please feel free to share this with any of your friends or followers. It'll be on the replay for 24 hours. It'll be on my catch.me /Gannon card. So anytime. Oh, I know. Isn't it? Thanks, Max. Isn't it just, I don't know. It's frustrating and sad, but I try not to let it bother me too much. I just, I realize that those of us that are here right now on Periscope, exactly. It's what they don't understand. And, I do have friends and family that are that way, unfortunately. And it's one of those things you agree not to talk about. Welcome, Sublime Spirit. That's a beautiful name. Yes, this is true. It is what they're instilled with. It's what some people just never, I don't want to say grow out of that. They don't think outside of the box. If it's not what's in front of them, it's not what's in writing, it's not true or it's not right. But, we're free to believe what we want. I'm not really criticizing what they believe. It makes me sad that I'm open to everything. I don't care what you believe. I don't care if you're Christian, if you're Jewish, if you're Muslim, if you're Buddhist, if you're pagan, as long as you're a good person, I don't care if you want to worship a tree, a light post, makes no difference to me. To me, it's what's inside that counts. And, we're all divine beings. We're all from the same place. We all come from the light. And that is the bottom line. So to me, exactly, Max, exactly. That's key. So I'm glad that you all agree. It makes me happy when I find people, my tribe. Exactly. I see only people. Totally. So it's about being, open, about being loving. Like the Dalai Lama says, love is my religion. I so completely relate to that. You can call yourself whatever religion you want, but to me, the bottom line is love. It's acceptance. Anything else is out, it's just extraneous information for me. Love, love, love the hearts. Thank you. So I don't know. I just wanted to share that, and I hope that, God, yes, so many labels, way too many labels, whether it's, sex, color, religion, you name it. It's just so unimportant. Why can't we just be human beings, individuals, and leave it at that? That works for me. Really, really does. Or at least I'm trying. Sometimes I'm imperfect, but we all are. We're here to learn. I'm always learning, always growing. There's no stopping. There's no reaching the finish line. Hey, you're done. You don't need to learn anymore. You don't need to grow anymore. So not true. I think we're here to teach, to learn, to share with others. And I know that's why I'm here. So I hope that in some way I can share what I believe and share what I think and spread a little love, spread a little joy, sunshine, whatever, more chocolate hearts, more green hearts, and non-fattening chocolate hearts, even better. So I really I thank you all for being here. I really want to thank my friends and my family for loving me and just being accepting of where I am and who I am. I know sometimes it was hard. I will specifically speak about my husband. My husband is retired from the Navy, and he was in there for 21 years. He's very smart, his master's degree, but very left brain, very logical, very type A. So when he knew I was always an explorer, and that's fine. But when I started exploring the Reiki and then the past lives, he was very cool and very open to that. And I know that maybe can't be hard because I am a little different than I was. I'm still the same person at my core, but come on. If your wife is like, hey dude, I saw some past lives, and he's like, really? I even have shared some with him that he and I have shared. It's the best. And I remember it was a really powerful past life vision I had of the two of us. And it took me like 2 weeks to think, should I tell him this? What's he going to think? And so I said, just let me finish what I'm saying and be open-minded. And he was like, oh, okay, cool. So I was like, thumbs up. Thank you, God. Thank you. Yeah, exactly, Max. Perfect. So it's just been, I'm so enjoying this journey. Hi, Odie. How are you? I just love learning. I love being here. I love meeting other people and just exploring. That's why, that's totally what it's all about. And I think, thanks for the hearts. I hope you all agree. I don't know if any of you feel the same and have come out of the spiritual closet and had your family or your friends remark. My biggest concern was for my children. They're, college and a teenager, but I was worrying that if I did something like this, this was before Periscope, but let's just say I put a video out there, I'm on YouTube, whatever, I purposely question them. Is this okay with you for me to be more visible? what are you going to do if one of your friends is like, dude, I saw your mom on a video and she is so freaking weird. So I wanted to know, what are they going to say? And they were like, Mom, it's totally okay. If you're following your heart and this is what you are doing, that's all that matters. So, you know, big mama heart, big mama love for that, because I couldn't ask for anything more. And I want them to be true to themselves as well. And I support them. So I got a new deck of cards, and I did one yesterday. I know, Max, I know. I did one yesterday from Julie Cameron's Blessing deck. So today it is the Ask and It Is Given deck by Abraham and Esther and Jerry Hicks, based on their Abraham works. And I pulled a card. Oh, yeah, they are sweet. They are sweet. I'll keep them. I have 2 sons and a daughter. I shall keep them, even when they frustrate us. I was meant to be their mom. You know, I really was, and I believe that wholeheartedly. So I love them more than life. But the card I picked, I shuffled and concentrated and put energy in, and this is the card I got. It says, I will never cease being or desiring. And so the card says, you will never cease to be. New desires will be constantly born within you. Source will never stop answering your desires, and your expansion is therefore eternal. And so you may begin to relax if in this moment there is something you desire that has not yet come to fruition. So isn't that a beautiful picture? So I know for a lot of us, you know, as human beings, yes, so true, so true. Follow, right? The more the merrier. Hi, Amber. A lot of times, it's this. It's Ask and It Is Given. It's Esther and Jerry Hicks, their Abraham, based on their Abraham teachings. I have this book. It's a really great book. Hi, and Circle with Love. Thank you for sending followers. You know, we pray or we ask or we meditate upon a situation, and we ask for something, set an intention. And unfortunately, we can be very impatient, not just our children, but so we're like, oh my God, I asked for this. Where is it? Why hasn't my prayer been answered? Why hasn't this been answered? Well, you know, it's coming. And part of the teachings of Abraham are that, you know, we vibrate at a certain level. So whatever we focus on, we attract. So we may think that we are focusing on something positive, like you are asking for a new job. You don't like your job, you're looking for a new job. But at the same time, somewhere in your body, you're thinking, ugh, I still don't have this new job. I hate my job. I don't have a new job. So you're still giving that vibration of like, I don't have it. I don't like this. And so the negativity is still there, and you got to get rid of that. Easier said than done. I know, right? Oh, yeah, not fully aligned. So, you know, we've got to get in the space of focusing on what we want and get rid of the not, or what we don't have, because that's what the universe is picking up on. I tell my kids that. Sometimes they're like, yeah, Mom, totally me. And then other times they're like, yeah, whatever. I don't get it. So it's a learning process, right? And some days we're better at it than others. And I know right now, there's a full moon tomorrow night. Now for me, some people use full moons to set new intentions, to call things in. I always use, and I have other friends that do this, I always use the full moon to release, to get rid of things I no longer need. So what I like to do, sometimes I do it, sometimes, is if you can write it on a piece of paper, whatever it is, you want to release some disappointment, some anger, some situation that's just not serving you anymore in a positive way, write it down on a piece of paper. You can burn it. Full moon tomorrow night, Max. It's Saturday night. Well, I know it's Saturday where you are, right? But I want to say they're doing Eastern Standard Time. I think it's tomorrow. It was officially like tomorrow afternoon, but Saturday the 29th. So maybe you are the 29th now. A very powerful new moon. Excellent. Yeah. Love to burn it, because there's just something so freeing about that, especially watching the smoke drift up. It's as if, you know, all of that energy, all that negativity is carried up and released and just away from you and gone, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. It's gone. You know, you've sent it to spirit to take care of, and, you know, you ask, let it go. Doesn't need to be yours anymore. And I feel like a weight has been lifted when I do that. So if you have time to do that, that's cool. You can tear it up. You can bury it. Everybody has something different, but I think it's really the intention behind it. However you do that, whatever your intention is releasing that. And if you're really into crystals, and I have a necklace here, full moon is a great time to put crystals out, provided it's not pouring rain, to soak up that moonlight. It recharges them. It's a really excellent way of doing that. So that's it. That's my coming out of the woo-woo closet front porch Periscope. I so thank y'all for being here. I thank you for all the beautiful hearts and the sharing and just the community and the love here. I'm just, you know, all filled up, all loved. I am wishing you all a beautiful day, a wonderful weekend, and wherever you are and whatever you do it with your whole heart. Thank you, Max. And just be love. You know, that's what we are. You know, have love, be love. Mwah. Love you all so much. Bye. Thank you, Odie.